Hello everyone. Today I bring some inkwell drawing as shown in this figure. This can be container of the ink for fountain pen. For making this practice, I will open the CATIA program, as you know, and in this time we should enter to the shape and generative shape design. We should go. And if you can see the new part dialog box, then you should check OK button in this time, and you can enter to the generative shape design, as you know. Okay, let me see. I think the selecting the appropriate plane should be a very important. I consistently insist to you. It is very important. In this time, we should select XY plane first and enter to the sketch workbench. Oh, I'm sorry. Before the enter to the sketch workbench, we should make three kind of new plane. The new plane can be made from the plane icon placed in wireframe toolbar, and if we click it, and the plane type should be changed from any other things to offset from plane, and the reference plane should be selected to XY plane. Reference plane is very important. What kind of plane you should select is very important, and it highly affects to the sketch shape, as you know. Therefore, in this time, we should give to the offset value to 50 millimeter in the first plane. Using the plane function, raise the XY plane up by 50 millimeter in the Z direction, Z axis. And if we click OK, then along to the Z axis, because the reference element is XY, normal direction of XY plane is Z direction. Therefore, far from 50 millimeter away apart, new plane should be generated from this operation. A caution is that careful that there may be shading when making drawings in the future. Drawing XY plane equals sketch 1. And the second one, we should click the plane once more, and in the reference plane, you should select the XY plane, and if we click preview, then first plane sketch 2. This is a sketch 1, sketch 2, sketch 3, and if you click new plane once again, and in case of XY reference plane, we should give to the 150 millimeter from this operation. Therefore, if you click OK, then four kind of sketch 1, sketch 2, sketch 3, sketch 4 should be made from this new generation plane. Therefore, if you made three kind of more plane, then in case of XY plane first, along with the XY plane, we should go to the sketch workbench from this button, and if you click fill fit all in, and we should draw some sketch from elongated hole like this, and please select some point and make elongated circle from this, and in this part 55 millimeters should be given in this part, and the distance between y vector and the left arc should have the distance of 100 millimeter. We should give first, and right part, from right part to v vector should have a distance of 140 millimeter like this. Okay, if you made this sketch, then it is bottom part of the ink well should be made by using this profile. If you're making this profile appropriately, then please exit to the sketch workbench like this, and next one we should select second plane, second made plane, and enter to the sketch workbench for another sketch drawing. In this time we should click this one. This one should be made placed in operation icon, and it is called to 3D, maybe project 3D element. And if you select this one, and new plane should be made from operation. This is 3D sketch reflect to the previously generated sketch, and in case of this we should select offset button from operation sketch workbench, and if you click here you can see the offsetted elongated hole from this operation in the, and in the offset value should be -5 millimeter in this time. Then you should do delete the 3D things like this, and if you click this one and this one, then you can see the offset made thing. This one should be changed to -0 millimeter. Then if you correct the offset value, then second sketch should be generated in this operation. I will show you my practicing technique slowly better than before because of the students' request. And third one, if you click this second made plane and go to the offset sketch workbench like this, and in this time also we should made this one, and in this case the from I will try once again. Firstly, select this boundary first, and please select offset value. If you made this, is offset value should be 0. Yeah, 0 value. Therefore this is completed like this. And this time, next one, we should exit to the sketch workbench from this sketch workbench exit button, and in this case it is the time to select this plane, because in only this plane have no sketch like this, and we should enter to the sketch workbench along with this third plane. Next one, we should click sketch workbench value, and if we click fit all in button near airplane fly mode, then you can see the all the product should be centered in the screen. You can see the centered product in the screen plane, and in this time we should enlarge some window, and please make the one circle from align to the H vector like this. Of course, the distance from the center point of the circle between V vector have the distance of 80 millimeter we should give, and the circle diameter we previously made should be given to 50 millimeter. In this time, if that is finished, the sketch color should be changed from white to green like this, and if you check the sketch analysis, circle 1 should be the status of circle 1 should be closed status like this. Therefore, if this is finished, then we can have time to make another operation. If you click fit all in button, this kind of 4 types of sketch 1 is sketched in the XY plane, and the sketch 2 should be made along with the new plane offset from XY plane to far from 50 millimeter, and the third sketch should be made from the second plane made by second plane that is far from 100 millimeter from XY plane, far from XY plane, and the first one is made from the shape is a circle, and it was made in the third plane. Third plane should be far from XY plane, along far from 150 millimeter far from the XY plane. As you know, if that is finished, 4 completed drawings should be made in this operation appropriately. Next one, we should select multi-sections surface, place in surfaces toolbar like this, and in this case, this one should be removed. It is not needed, therefore remove it. And firstly, we should select the sketch 1. That is the sketch point like this, and closing point should be placed in here. We should carefully check out that in case of using multi-sections surface, we should check where is the closing point. We should carefully examine about it. Then second point, the closing point is aligned with us. Third closing point should be placed in here. We should carefully check it. Okay, this one closing point is another place, therefore we should click this point once again, then closing point should be changed from here to here. The closing point should be the appropriate conditions. We should carefully in some kind of different shape of a multi-section surface. And if we click preview, then of course we should do somewhat bold ink well body can be generated from this operation. Create an XY plane by clicking on the first and second drawings using the multi-sections functions. Then the ink well body should be made from this operation. And the next one, if we finished it, then we should click another one to making between this entrance in the bottle to the ink body should be connected by using multi-sections surface once again. And in case of this first, it should be selected this one, and closing point is right here in this part. And second one, oh, I'm sorry, before making it, I should make, I'm sorry, I should make extruded cylinder first. By using extruded surface definition command placed in the surfaces icons, you should select this one, and the dimension should be made to 30 millimeter like this. Then the first one, first limit is profile, and this one can be made from this operation. Create a 30 millimeter cylinder for the circle, for the third circle drawing using the extrusion function. And next time you should connect between this one by multi-sections surface command, and we should select this one, and closing, we should carefully check about the closing point. And in this case, section 1 section closing point, and section 2 should be click here, and closing point should be changed. How about changed to here? And we should check preview in this time. Therefore, if that is well accomplished, then is that okay? Then if you, I will show you once again. If you click multi-sections surfaces button, and the first one should be here, and closing point is here, and second one closing point is here. If we click preview, then it's more naturally shown. Is there any difference between this one and previously operated one? What is your favorite things? In my thought, it is more valuable. It is more realistic. However, I will choose the second one in order to practice in you that, and I want to let you know the meaning of the closing point. Appropriate closing point is very important. I will show you. From this moving to the closing point from here to here, and if we click preview button, then this kind of multi-section surface can be made from this operation. What is more naturally made, you think? It is dependent on your selection. And if you think it is appropriately drawn, then you can go another step. Next step is to making the fill surface operation, and in this case, if we click bottom boundary and OK button, then the ink can be made from this one. And next one, we should do by using the offset button from this one, and if we click the extrude one, and offset millimeter should be given to by 2 millimeter, then one offset plane should be made from this operation. Well, inside the button, and in this case we should use blend button from here, and we can explain and use the blend button in my class first time. As you know, blend is very useful for making some edge part adding. In this case, the first curve should be clicked this one, and second curve should be selected this one, and if we click preview, then the blended part should be made from this operation by yourself. And next one, we should made maybe join surface button, and this one, and blend this one. Oh, non-complex result can be two domain. Convex result. Convexity error can be made from this operation, because the multi-sections number second should be somewhat different from its calculation. Therefore, you should select closing point is very important. I consistently insist to you. Therefore, maybe section 1, section 2 preview. Okay, and join surface. I will try to join surface once again. This one, this one, this one, this one, and the last one is maybe this one, I think. If you click OK, join one can be successively made from this operation. And if you in this time, please enter to the part design workbench from this operation, and by using thick surface, you can select 3 millimeter and join one, and then if we click preview 3 millimeter, oh, it's too large, you think? 2 millimeter. I try once again, and if you click OK, and in this time, please, by using view insert tools, hide all surfaces, then only the inkwell can be made. Therefore, we should hide plane 1, 2, 3, sketch 2, 3, 4, 5, and hide it. If we hide it, then more reliable sketch inkwell can be made from this operation. Then, if you operate really well, then you can accomplish the appropriate operation like this. Thank you for watching and see you next time. Goodbye.